All right, guys, welcome back. We're here live at the ATA. Very excited to be here. Got my good buddy Keith Beasley from Canada in the Rough, home country.
Yeah,
brother.
fellow Canadian.
Well,
good to see you, Rob. Buddy. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So let's start off. I heard you shot a big deer with one of our crossbows this year.
I did, and I didn't get them on the highlight reel we have yet. This just happened. Yeah. So as you know,
so we'll be seeing that next year.
Yeah, that'll be next
this year, 18.
Yeah, but I don't have, like, we filmed it, but we chased an old deer for 4 years. We think he's 8 or 9, maybe 10, and December 29th we finally caught him.
How exciting is that when you actually see a deer, you hunt a deer, then you actually get to put your hands on the deer, you know, after hunting them that long?
Well, you know, and every hunter listening to this knows, to have a big whitetail up close and personal is almost a miracle in itself. To have hundreds of hours into scouting them, thousands of pictures of them, and we never laid eyes on them with our own eyes.
Yeah.
You know, when it finally happens, it's almost surreal, but to get them, and it was freezing. It was minus 21, below zero, and we were cold. Luckily, I had the bow set on a tripod, and I was bundled. And when he finally snuck out of the bedding area, 21 yards, man, it was pretty sweet.
Awesome. What crossbow were you using?
The Micro Suppressor 355.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
How did it perform?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tack driver. Everybody knows we shoot Excalibur. Everybody knows why. They're the best built. You know, they're the 4x4. And it's a tack driver, and the penetration was unreal. So big, huge body, like big, huge body. Field dressed out at 250, just a giant.
So I know you and your brothers have a lot of kids combined.
You thought you were supposed to tell me what questions I was going to get.
Well, where I'm going with this is you've seen our new crossbow, the Assassin, and for guys like you and I that hunt year-round, it's fantastic. We can modify it to our clothing, etc. But for a guy that's got a bunch of kids, what's the value in having a crossbow that, you know, you can actually modify the stock and everything?
Yeah, I mean, so to back up 1 second, more than what I do for a living, which I love, I'm a very proud dad. You're talking my passion. My kids mean the world to me, and to share the woods with them is everything. To have a crossbow that is a one-stop shop for my family, like literally 3 inches of adjustment on the buttstock and the cheek stock. My little guys can shoot it, and we hunt with my dad. Dad, sorry if you're listening, Dad, he's 67 now. Big heavy bows aren't easy to pull.
67 years young.
He's young, and he's still a machine, but to have the internal silent crank on this Assassin with the adjustability, this is a bow I can send out with my boy turning 12 next year, and my dad out. And of course, that's if they can get it away from me, because I'm pretty excited about it.
And you can justify the $15.99 to your wife by saying it's for the family.
It's the one-stop shop.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Oh, that's fantastic. Tell me about, you guys are very unique that your show is Canadian-based.
Yeah.
But you guys air here in the U.S., but you're also nationally distributed in Canada. Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, we're the only all-hunting show airing nationally in Canada. When I say nationally, for our American friends here, it's like they're NBC or Fox. We're on City TV, which is in 88% of Canadian households, so a Tier 1 network.
For all the Canadians out there, you'll know City TV.
Yeah, and why that's a big deal is because City TV has to accept our product as being palatable to share with the masses, not the hunters.
It's
the
coast to coast, right?
Coast to coast.
BC to Nova Scotia.
Six major networks carry it. Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg, Toronto, Montreal all carry it, and time shifted on the weekend, so everybody can see it. And we air in full French as well up there in TVA, which is the home of the NHL. So it's been a very special opportunity for us to take a Canadian product, air it nationally in Canada, and then bring it down to the US and air it on the Sportsman channel as well.
Well, we've been with you guys for quite some time. It's been a long partnership. We're proud to be with guys that represent Canadian hunting as well. So tell me a bit about the 2018 season. What can we expect?
Yeah, we had a great year. Great year. There's 3 of us, so I'm joined with my 2 brothers. I'd like to tell you they're both older than me, but they're not. But
well, I've actually hunted with both of them, and I haven't hunted with you.
Well, we need to do that.
Well, I don't know. Who was it? Paul got me a good bear, and Kevin got me a turkey probably 3 years ago.
All right, so let's do something bigger than that and top them.
Well, okay, we'll have to talk about it.
We had a great spring, though. We started off with awesome turkey hunts. We shot a couple of real big bears with the bows in May and June.
Where'd you bear hunt?
Northern Ontario, which we love, and Manitoba this year. We had a tremendous Manitoba bear hunt, shot a real big bear out there. And then the fall just took off. We were all over. We were British Columbia to Newfoundland. Yeah. And we were even up in the yard. So we had a great season. I don't know if we had a clip we can share with everybody, but we had an amazing fall, and just started airing. The first episode just aired on both sides of the borders last week, and we'll run through. You guys run 4 quarters in Canada. 4 quarters in Canada.
And first and second in
first 26 weeks in the U.S.
Okay, cool. What did you guys shoot with your Excaliburs this year?
Shot a couple of real big bears. Yeah. One was one of the biggest bears shot in the province with a crossbow, which is exciting.
How big's that? Can you tell us?
Yeah, almost 20-inch skull. Wow. And right now, currently, we're a top 10 in the province shot with a crossbow.
Wow. Now, was that up in northwestern Ontario where you and I?
Yeah, northern Ontario, and some great hunts. So we're excited to share. And then in Manitoba, we shot a real big bear, a real old one, missing teeth, and then just shot that giant whitetail at the end of the season in a foot of snow.
Yeah. One thing that warms my heart is black bear hunting with a crossbow.
Like close and personal, and
they were made for each other.
They were. I agree with you.
You know, when you're inside 20 yards on a big bear and you get a bear that comes in, it's exciting.
People need to do it. It's an underutilized hunting resource.
Yeah. The meat's fantastic.
Great table fare.
Awesome trophy. And I'll tell you, if you've never been inside 20 yards on a black bear, I won't even say a big bear. I'll say a bear. Because the first bear you see at 20 yards is going to look like 500 pounds.
Absolutely.
It'll probably be about 120, but it gets awfully exciting awfully quick.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love with bear hunting, especially, is that, adrenaline, because most of the time you actually don't even hear or see them coming in. You turn your head and there's a bear standing there. Like, that's exciting.
And they're big.
Yeah. Well, I love it. I love it. So what else you guys got planned?
Like the season's filmed and it's off. We got 3 wonderful guys at home editing and producing constantly right now to meet all the network deadlines across North America. And then 2018 filming, there 2019. We got a pretty good lineup again. Yeah. We got some elk tag. We got a lot of big moose tags this year.
Where'd you go elk hunting?
Last year we went right at the Yukon BC border.
Wow. Okay. Well, there's a hunt I didn't get the invite on. That's the one.
If it makes you feel any better, I've gained it back, but I lost 18 pounds over
hiking.
10 days, and we humped back into some unbelievable country. But it was an old burn that we didn't realize. Yeah. So the terrain was unbelievable.
You got to get a better guide that feeds you.
It didn't matter what we ate, we burned it off. It was truly, we jet boated in 200 kilometers back into the middle of the untouched wilderness. Yeah. And we were 12 miles back when I finally shot him at 6,000 feet above Alpine.
Really?
It was one of those postcard trips. You earned every inch of it, but to have bugling bull elk on the top of the Rockies in Canada, man, not much better than that.
Well, I'll give you guys credit. I'm a pretty diehard hunter, but I heard we have a mutual friend, Bradley. He's a cameraman, and he told me one day he was going up to Nunavut with you guys to go on a hunt and film. I said, well, that's cool. You going caribou? No. Walrus? No. Polar bear? No. I said, well, what are you hunting? Geese. I said, who in their right mind travels all the way to Nunavut to hunt geese?
So Paul and Bradley,
you guys are crazy.
Yeah, listen, they hunted on the edge of the ocean, so Hudson Bay, as the snow geese left Nunavut to cross over the ocean, their first drop down to head down on the migration. So it's an unbelievable trip. But Rob, that's what we pride ourselves in the show. We got an amazing crew that works on this production, but we feature the greatness of Canada. We're not just a whitetail show, we're not just a turkey show. We hunt every species that makes sense for hunters to hunt, feed our families with it, and produce a product that's not just shown in North America. We're in 25 countries around the world. Yeah. And that's, we're proud. We're proud Canadian hunters. We have lots of kids, but we're family guys that teach our kids, we're brothers, teach our family to hunt, and we try to share it with the world in a way that is positive about hunting.
Yeah, no, realistically, guys, I was impressed that you guys are hardcore, and going to Nunavut just to hunt geese, what that shows is the adventure. You know, and it's not about what you're going to go kill. Half the battle is getting there, getting home, the fun of it.
For sure.
You know, and going that far north just to see the terrain, the countryside. it's got to be incredible.
Amazing. And this country's spectacular.
I love giving Brad a hard time about that, though.
Well,
he's probably watching right now.
He got a name drop today.
Oh, I guarantee
he works at a fire department, so he might be on an app right now, but I don't know.
No doubt he's sleeping. So, all right, man. Any questions, anything going on?
I just want to truly thank you guys. You're an unbelievably made Canadian product. You've supported my brothers and I for all these years, and we're very proud. We shoot Excalibur for lots of reasons, but number one, because we can rely on it time in and time out to make our hunts a success, and we can't thank you enough for that.
Well,
so,
our pleasure. And
right.
I always like to say there's a lot of things that can screw up your hunt. We don't want our crossbow to be one of them.
And it never has.
Thanks, all right,
man.
guys. Thanks for tuning in, guys.